If normal English feels too fast for you, stay with me. For the next little while, I am going to speak slowly and clearly. No difficult grammar lesson, no long list of words, no pressure. You do not need to understand every single word. Just listen, relax, and spend the day with me. Ready? Good morning. I just opened my eyes. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, and honestly, I do not want to get out of bed. My room is quiet. The curtains are still closed. My phone is next to my pillow, and my alarm is making that annoying sound again. Beep, beep, beep. I turn it off. Then I close my eyes for 5 more seconds. I know this is dangerous. 5 seconds can become 5 minutes. 5 minutes can become 20 minutes. So I tell myself, Sarah, get up. I sit up slowly. My hair is a mess. My eyes are still sleepy. I put my feet on the floor. The floor feels a little cold. I stand up, stretch my arms over my head, and take a deep breath. A new day is starting. The first thing I do is open the curtains. The light comes into the room. It is a bright morning. The sky is clear, and I can hear a few cars outside. I open the window for a minute. The air feels fresh. I like this part of the morning because everything feels simple. No messages yet, no busy streets, no long list of things to do, just a quiet room and a new day. I look at my bed. I could leave it like this, but I know myself. If I do not make the bed now, I probably won't do it later. So I pull the blanket up, fix the pillows, and make the bed. Relieved. It is not perfect, but it looks much better. Now I walk to the bathroom. I turn on the light and look in the mirror. Oh, my hair really is a mess. I wash my face with cold water. That wakes me up very quickly. Then I brush my teeth. I brush slowly, rinse my mouth, and look at myself again. Better. I'm starting to look like a person now. Next, I need to get dressed. I open my closet and stand there for a moment. What should I wear today? I'm not going anywhere special. I want something comfortable. I choose a simple blue shirt, black pants, and white shoes. Easy. I put my clothes on, brush my hair, and check the time. 7:25. Good. I'm not late. Let me say that again in a simpler way. I wake up, I get out of bed, I open the curtains, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I get dressed. These are small things, but they are things we talk about all the time. And maybe you noticed something. You understood a lot already. You did not need a translation. You did not need me to stop and explain every word. You understood because the story was clear. That's exactly what I want today. I want English to feel clear. I walk back into my room and pick up my phone. I have 3 messages. One is from my sister. She says, "Are you awake?" I smile. I write back, "Barely." Barely means only just. I'm awake, but I still feel sleepy. The second message is from a friend. She wants to meet later for coffee. Maybe this afternoon. I'll let you know. The third message is not important. It's an advertisement. Delete. Life feels better already. I put my phone down and hear my stomach. I'm hungry. Very hungry. And that means it's time for breakfast. Come with me. We're going to the kitchen. I walk into the kitchen and turn on the light. The first thing I want is water. I fill a glass and drink almost all of it. I always feel thirsty in the morning. Then I open the refrigerator. There is not much food inside. I have eggs, I have some cheese, there is a small bottle of milk, and there is one tomato left. One lonely tomato. That is enough. I take out 2 eggs, the cheese, and the tomato. Then I open the bread box. Good, I still have bread. I put 2 pieces of bread in the toaster. While the toast is toasting, I make coffee. I love the smell of coffee in the morning. I pour some water, add the coffee, and wait. The kitchen starts to smell warm and familiar. Then I hear a sound. Pop! The toast is ready. I look at it. Oh no! Amazing! It is too dark. I forgot to change the toaster setting from yesterday. One side is almost burnt. I pick up the toast and look at it carefully. Can I still eat this? Maybe. I scrape off the darkest part with a knife. Not beautiful, but breakfast does not need to be beautiful. It just needs to taste good. I cook the eggs in a small pan. I cut the tomato. I put everything on a plate. Eggs, cheese, tomato, and my slightly burnt toast. I carry the plate to the table and sit down. My coffee is ready too. I take the first sip. Much better. Now I feel awake. I eat slowly. While I eat, I think about the day. I need to do a little work in the morning. Then I need to go outside and buy a few things. I am almost out of shampoo. I need fruit. And I should probably buy more bread because tomorrow I may not be able to save it from the toaster. I also remember the message from my friend. Maybe I can meet her in the afternoon. But first, I need to finish a few things. I look at the clock. 8:15. I have time. Listen to some of the phrases we just used. I am hungry. I am thirsty. I open the refrigerator. I make coffee. I cook the eggs. The toast is burnt. I sit down and eat breakfast. Very simple English, but this is the English of real life. You can use these sentences tomorrow morning. You can even say them quietly to yourself. I am making coffee. I am getting dressed. I am looking for my keys. This is a small way to make English part of your day. I finish breakfast and take my plate to the sink. I wash the plate, the cup, the pan, and the knife. I do not like leaving dirty dishes in the sink. Well, most days I do not. Some days I look at the dishes and think, future Sarah can do that. Future Sarah does not like past Sarah very much. But today I wash everything. The kitchen is clean again. I go back to my room and sit at my desk. I open my laptop. I have 2 emails to answer and 1 small task to finish. I tell myself I will work for 1 hour. Just 1 hour. I start with the easy email. Then I answer the second one. After that, I work on the small task. I try not to look at my phone. I really try. 10 minutes later, I look at my phone. Of course I do. Nothing important. I put it face down on the desk. Focus, Sarah. I keep working. At 9:20, I'm done. Earlier than I expected. That feels good. I close my laptop and make a short list. Shampoo, fruit, bread, maybe coffee with my friend. I check the weather on my phone. Warm, sunny, a little windy. Good. I do not need a jacket. I put a few things in my bag. Phone, wallet, sunglasses, a small bottle of water. I stand near the door and check again. Phone? Yes. Wallet? Yes. Keys? Keys. Where are my keys? I look on the table. Not there. I look inside my bag. Not there. I check my jacket from yesterday. Nothing. Then I see them.
They are next to the door. Of course. I pick them up and smile. I'm ready to go. Let's leave the house.
I lock the door behind me and walk to the elevator. I press the button. I wait and wait. The elevator is taking a long time today. Finally, the doors open. There is an older man inside. I smile and say, "Good morning." He says, "Morning." We ride down together. The doors open on the ground floor and I step outside. The sun is brighter than I expected. I put on my sunglasses. The streets is already busy. Cars are moving past me. A bus stops at the corner. 2 people are walking their dogs. Someone is carrying a big box. A woman is talking on the phone. A man is drinking coffee while he walks. Normal morning life. I start walking toward the small supermarket. It is about 10 minutes away. I could take the bus, but the weather is nice, so I decide to walk. Halfway there, I pass a coffee shop, and suddenly I smell fresh coffee. This is a problem. I already had coffee at home. I do not need another one. I think I keep walking. 3 steps, 4 steps, then I stop. I turn around. Fine. 1 small coffee. I walk into the cafe. It is quiet inside. There are only 3 customers. A woman behind the counter smiles. She says, "Hi, what can I get for you?" I say, "Can I have a small coffee, please?" She asks, "For here or to go?" I say, "To go, please." Then she asks, "Would you like milk?" I say, "Just a little, thanks." I pay and move to the side. A minute later, she calls, "Small coffee?" I pick it up. "Thank you." She says, "Have a nice day." I say, "You too." That was a very normal conversation, and it is useful because you may hear it in many places. What can I get for you? Can I have a small coffee, please? For here or to go? To go, please. You do not need a perfect accent. You do not need a long sentence. Clear and simple is enough. I leave the cafe with my coffee and continue walking. When I reach the supermarket, I take a small basket. First, fruit. I look at the apples. They look good. I put 4 in the basket. Then I see bananas. I take a few. I walk to the bread section. There are too many choices. White bread, brown bread, small bread, large bread, bread with seeds. I stand there like this is the biggest decision of my life. Finally, I choose one. Next, shampoo. I find the one I usually buy. I look at the price. Is it more expensive than last time? I think it is. I put it in the basket anyway. Then I remember I need milk. That was not on my list. I walk back and get milk. Then I remember toothpaste. Also not on my list. This is why my short shopping trip is never short. I go to the checkout. The cashier scans my things. She asks, "Do you need a bag?" I say, "Yes, please." She tells me the total. I pay by card. She gives me the receipt. I put everything in the bag and leave. Outside, I check my phone. My friend sent another message. "Coffee at 1?" I look at the time, 10:45. I answer, "Yes, see you at 1." I have more than 2 hours. I decide to go home first, put the food away, and do one more thing before I meet her. I start walking home. On the way, I see a small shop with a red sign in the window. Sale. I do not need anything from that shop. I know I do not need anything, but I look through the window. There is a simple black bag that looks nice. I stop. Do I need a new bag? No. Do I want to look at it? Yes. I go inside. A worker says, "Let me know if you need any help." I say, "Thanks, I'm just looking." That phrase is useful too. I'm just looking. It means I do not need help right now. I pick up the bag. It is nice. I check the price. Very nice. I put it back. Suddenly, my old bag looks beautiful. I leave the shop and continue home. 10 minutes later, I'm back at my building. I take the elevator up, unlock the door, and step inside. I put the shopping bag on the kitchen table, apples in the bowl, bananas next to them, milk in the refrigerator, shampoo in the bathroom, bread in the bread box, toothpaste in the drawer. Done. I check the time again. 11:15. Plenty of time. Or at least, that's what I think. I sit on the couch for a few minutes and drink some water. I tell myself I will rest for 10 minutes, 10 minutes only. I open my phone. I watch one short video, then another, then another. I look at the time. 12:20. What? More than an hour disappeared. I need to meet my friend at 1. I jump up. Okay, no problem. I still have time. I go to the bathroom, fix my hair, and change my shirt. I put on a lighter shirt because it feels warmer now. I check my bag. Phone, wallet, keys. Good. I leave the apartment at 12:35. The cafe is about 15 minutes away. I walk quickly, not running, but definitely not relaxing. I arrive at 12:53, 7 minutes early. Perfect. My friend is not there yet. I choose a table near the window and sit down. I take out my phone. Battery 14%. That is low. I look in my bag for my charger. Nothing. I check the small pocket. Nothing. I check again because sometimes when you look twice, things magically appear. The charger does not magically appear. I forgot it at home. My battery is at 14%. I need my phone later. I look around the cafe. There is an outlet near the wall. Great, but I still need a charger. I think for a moment. Maybe I can ask someone. A man is sitting at the table next to me with a laptop and a phone charger. I do not want to bother him, but my battery is now 13%. So I smile and say, "Excuse me." He looks up. I say, "Sorry to bother you. Do you happen to have a phone charger I could use for a few minutes?" He looks at my phone and says, "What kind?" I show him. He says, "Yeah, sure. Thank you." He gives me a spare cable. I plug it in. Problem solved. Notice how simple the important part was. "Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. Could I use your charger for a few minutes?" You can use this pattern for many things. Could I have a coffee? I'm just looking. Could I use this chair? Could I use the bathroom? Simple, polite, useful. My friend arrives at 1:05. She walks in quickly and says, "Sorry, I'm late." I say, "You are 5 minutes late. I think I can forgive you." We laugh. She orders tea. I order water because, remember, I already had 2 coffees today. We talk about normal things. Work, family, a movie she watched, a movie she wants to try. She tells me a funny story about her dog stealing a sandwich from the kitchen table. I laugh so hard that the man next to us looks over. I try to laugh more quietly. We stay for about an hour. Before we leave, I check my phone. 48%. Much better. I return the charger. "Thank you so much. You saved me." The man smiles and says, "No problem." My friend and I leave the cafe. She needs to go in the other direction, so we say goodbye outside. "See you soon. Text me when you get home." I will. I start walking.
I feel good. The afternoon is warm, but not too hot. I am not in a hurry now. I walk slowly and look at the people around me. A family is eating ice cream. A boy is riding a bicycle. 2 women are carrying shopping bags. A delivery driver is checking an address on his phone. Then I remembered something. I needed to make one important phone call today. I completely forgot. I stop walking. The call is not difficult. I just need to make an appointment. But sometimes small tasks stay in my head all day because I keep saying, I will do it later. So I decide to do it now. I find the number and call. A woman answers. Hello, how can I help you? I say, Hi, I would like to make an appointment for next week. She asks, What day works for you? I say, Tuesday morning if possible. She checks. We have 10:30. I say, That works, thank you. She asks for my name and phone number. I give them to her. Then she says, Okay, you are all set. I say, Great, thanks. Have a good day. Call finished. Less than 2 minutes. I smile because I spent more time thinking about the call than actually making the call. Maybe you know that feeling. Sometimes we avoid a small thing because it feels uncomfortable. Then we do it and think, that was it? English can feel like that too. You may think, I cannot speak yet. I need more words. I need better grammar. But real conversations are often simple. Can I have a coffee? I'm just looking. Could I use your charger? I would like to make an appointment. You do not need to sound perfect. You need enough English for the moment. I keep walking home. When I reach my building, I am tired. Not exhausted, just ready to sit down. I unlock the door and put my bag on the chair. Home. It's 4:10. The busy part of my day is over. And before we move into the evening, I want to do something different with you. You have listened for a long time. Now it's your turn to speak.
This part is for shadowing. I will say a sentence slowly. Then I will say it in a more natural way. You can repeat after me or speak with me. Do not worry about being perfect. Focus on the rhythm. Focus on the sound. Ready? I just woke up. I just woke up. I do not want to get out of bed. I do not want to get out of bed. Let me open the curtains. Let me open the curtains. I need to get dressed. I need to get dressed. What should I wear today? What should I wear today? Good. Keep your voice relaxed. You do not need to push every word. Let the sentence move. I am hungry. I am hungry. I am making breakfast. I am making breakfast. Can I have a small coffee, please? Can I have a small coffee, please? To go, please. To go, please. Just a little milk, thanks. Just a little milk, thanks. Nice. Let us keep going. I am just looking, thank you. I am just looking, thank you. Do you need a bag? Do you need a bag? Yes, please. Yes, please. I forgot my charger. I forgot my charger. My battery is almost dead. My battery is almost dead. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you. Could I use your charger for a few minutes? Could I use your charger for a few minutes? That one is longer. If it felt difficult, break it into small pieces. Could I use your charger for a few minutes? Now together. Could I use your charger for a few minutes? Good.
I would like to make an appointment. I would like to make an appointment. Tuesday morning if possible. Tuesday morning if possible. That works for me. That works for me. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Have a good day. Very good. Now I want to make it a little more interesting. I will ask you a simple question. You can answer out loud if you can. You can use just one sentence. What time did I wake up today? I woke up at 7 o'clock. What did I eat for breakfast? I ate eggs, cheese, tomato, and toast. What happened to my toast? It was almost burnt. How many coffees did I have before lunch? I had 2 coffees. What did I buy at the supermarket? I bought fruit, bread, milk, shampoo, and toothpaste. What did I forget at home? I forgot my charger. Who helped me at the cafe? A man at the next table helped me. What important thing did I do in the afternoon? I made an appointment. If you understood those questions, that's a very good sign. Let us do one last shadowing round. This time, the sentences are about you. You can repeat them and make them true for your own life. I am learning English every day. I am learning English every day. I do not need to understand every word. I do not need to understand every word. I can learn from the story. I can learn from the story. I can speak with simple sentences. I can speak with simple sentences. I am getting better little by little. I am getting better little by little. Again, I am getting better little by little. That sentence matters because learning a language usually does not feel like one big jump. It's small. You understand one more sentence, then one more. You hear a phrase many times, and one day it feels normal. You stop translating every word. You start understanding the idea. That's progress. And today, you have already done a lot. We started this morning when I opened my eyes. We made breakfast. We went shopping. We ordered coffee. We solved a small problem. We made a phone call. And now you are speaking too. Let's finish the day together.
It is a little after 4 in the afternoon. I am home again. I take off my shoes and put them near the door. Then I change into comfortable clothes, a soft shirt, comfortable pants. Much better. I go to the kitchen and look for something small to eat. I am not ready for dinner yet. I take one of the apples I bought this morning. I wash it and cut it into pieces. I make a cup of tea. Tea, not coffee. I think 2 coffees are enough for one day. I sit by the window with my tea and apple. The afternoon light is softer now. The street is still busy, but I feel quiet inside. I think about the day. Nothing huge happened. I did not travel to another country. I did not win a prize. I did not meet a famous person. It was just a normal day. But normal days are full of useful English. Wake up. Get dressed. Make breakfast. Go outside. Buy something. Ask a question. Meet a friend. Solve a problem. Come home. These are the moments that make up real life. After my tea, I do a little more work. Not much. I answer one message and check tomorrow's schedule. Tomorrow looks busy. I have an appointment in the morning and a few things to finish in the afternoon. I write them down so I do not have to keep them in my head. At 6:30, I start thinking about dinner.
I open the refrigerator again. This time, there is more food because I went shopping. I decide to make something simple: rice, vegetables, and chicken. I wash the vegetables. I cut them into small pieces. I put the rice on the stove. Then I cook the chicken. The kitchen gets warm. I open the window a little. While dinner cooks, I clean the counter. I put away a few things. I check the rice. Almost ready. I check the chicken. Also almost ready. 10 minutes later, dinner is done. I put everything on a plate and sit down. I am hungry again. I take the first bite. Good. Much better than the toast this morning. After dinner, I wash the dishes. Yes, again. There are always dishes. I wipe the table and turn off the kitchen light. Now the day feels slower. I take a shower. I put on clean pajamas. Then I sit on the couch with a blanket. I watch part of a movie. I do not watch the whole thing. I start feeling sleepy. Around 10:30, I turn off the television.
I check my phone one last time. My friend sent a message. Home safe? I write, yes, home and tired. She sends a laughing face. I put my phone on the charger I forgot earlier. I make sure it is plugged in this time. Then I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I turn off the lights, and I get into bed. My room is quiet again. The day began here, and now we are back. Before you go, I want you to think about something. When this podcast started, maybe you thought, my English is not good enough. Maybe you expected to understand only a little. But look at what you just did. You followed me from morning to night. You knew when I was tired. You knew when I was hungry. You knew what I bought. You understood why I went into the cafe. You understood the problem with my phone. You understood how I solved it. You understood the phone call. You answered questions. You repeated real English sentences. And you did all of that in English. Maybe you did not understand every word. That is okay. You do not need every word to understand a story. You need enough. And every time you listen, your enough becomes bigger. This is why I do not want you to wait until your English is perfect. Listen now. Speak now. Use simple sentences now. If you want coffee, say, "Can I have a coffee, please?" If you need help, say, "Excuse me, could you help me?" If you do not understand, say, "Could you say that again?" If you need more time, say, "Give me a second." Simple English is real English. Clear English is good English. And the more you use it, the easier it becomes. Today was one normal day. Tomorrow, your day will be different. Maybe you will go to work. Maybe you will stay home. Maybe you will take a bus. Maybe you will cook. Maybe you will meet someone. Try something small. Choose 3 moments tomorrow and say what you are doing in English. I am making breakfast. I am going to work. I am waiting for the bus. 3 moments, 3 sentences. That is enough. And if this podcast felt comfortable for you, listen to it again in a few days. The second time will feel easier. You will notice words you missed today. You may even start saying some sentences before I say them. That is a beautiful sign. It means the English is becoming familiar. Familiar English becomes easier English. Easier English becomes faster English. And one day, the sentence you once needed to translate will simply make sense. It's late now. I am tired. You may be tired too. So I'll keep this simple. You did well today. Really. You stayed with a full English story. You listened. You understood. You spoke. That is real practice, and it counts. Thank you for spending the day with me. I hope English felt a little less difficult today. I hope it felt a little more natural. And I hope you leave with one simple thought. I can understand more English than I think. Say it with me. I can understand more English than I think. I can understand more English than I think. Good. Keep going, little by little, one sentence at a time. Good night.